Hello my friends, it's your buddy Phil here. Welcome to level 3 of project management basic reasoning. In this video we'll take a look at more questions, but this time we'll incorporate a little bit of agile distraction. Let's jump into the very first one. The business case is needed before the project is authorized. Who should be accountable for the development and maintenance of the business case? If you need more time, hit the pause button. The answer to this question, my friends, is option B. This is a direct cutout from the PMP guide. The project sponsor is generally accountable for the development and maintenance of the business case document. You can read the rest on page 29. Let's move on to the next question. Your project is using a formal traditional approach to manage tasks. Whenever a change is requested, it goes through formal review and requests are either approved or rejected. Who implements the approved change requests? I am about to show the answer, so hit the pause button if you need more time. The answer to this question is option D, project team. This makes sense. The change control board might approve a change request. The sponsor may also be involved in the decision. The stakeholders may somewhat be involved, but who carries out the request? It's the project team. Let's move on to our next question. You are the project manager on a new endeavor which is hybrid in nature. You have been tasked with scoping out the project. Which of the following statements about scope management is correct? So, for this question, you need to be careful because there are two correct answers. So I want you to choose two. I'm going to make it very clear by saying choose two options. All right, I will reveal the answer. So this is a direct cutout of the Agile practice guide, and it reads, I'll show you on the screen now, page 91. Agile methods deliberately spend less time trying to define and agree on scope in the early stage of the project and spend more time establishing the process for its ongoing discovery and refinement. So with that, the best answers are going to be B and C. Those are the two I'm looking for. Okay? Let's move on to the next question. Your product owner is working with the team on deciding on a set of conditions that is required to be met before a user story is accepted. Which of the following does this describe? Okay. The best answer to this, my friends, is not option A. It's not the definition of ready. It's option B, acceptance criteria. Definition of ready is a set of conditions that is required to be met before the story is worked on, but acceptance criteria has to do with the acceptance of the story. Let's move on to our next question. You are in the process of collecting requirements in your hybrid project. You need to include an item in your backlog, which is a short time interval during which the team conducts research or prototypes to prove product viability. What should you do? Okay, hit the pause button if you need more time. The most precise and the best answer to this is to create a spike. Option B. Let's move into our next question. Your project metrics are as follows. What is the schedule variance? Three, 2, and 1. Schedule variance, pretty straightforward. All you need to do is use the formula EV minus PV. And if you apply that, you're going to get $10,000 minus $40,000, and that will give you minus $30,000. So the answer is A. Here's another question for you. You might want to spend some time in doing this. Are these metrics good, bad, or something else? Good, bad, or something else? Hit the pause button, take a look at them, decide, and check out the answers. I am about to show the answers. The very first one, you're behind schedule. That's bad. This one, you're under budget. That's good. This one, you're behind schedule. That's bad. This one, you are under budget. That's good. An SPI of 3.09 means you are so way ahead of schedule it's concerning. A CPI of 0.65 means you're over budget. That's bad. Let's move on to the last few questions we have for this session. Now, you probably noticed for today's questions, you need a combination of Agile knowledge and some predictive knowledge. You work for a research company that has just gone through an Agile transformation. You are now working on a project with a high degree of change and a lot of uncertainty. What is the best way of managing the associated risks? Okay, so I am about to reveal the answer. There are two things at play here. Change, uncertainty. The best way to manage change and uncertainty is to not use a predictive approach, which will cancel option C. It is the same as a plan-driven approach. And it wouldn't be to use an iterative approach because an iterative approach does not deliver as frequently. So you want to use an agile approach, and that deals with change and uncertainty. Taking a look, answer A is backed up, Agile Practice Guide, pages 14, 18, and 19. Here's the final question for this session, my friends. You have encountered a huge risk on your project. The PMO has given you a few options. You decide to remove some of the identified work from the project scope. Which risk response does this describe? Okay, well, let's move on and take a look at the answer. So when you remove identified work, it is not mitigate. That's not mitigate. Mitigate is a reduction. It's not a removal. Acceptance is doing nothing, and transfer is not removing. It's transferring the risk to a third party. So the best option is C. Examples of avoidance actions may include removing the cause of a threat. So I hope you find these questions helpful. I hope you will let me know if you got any questions yourself about the questions, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated. Share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next session. We'll be going all the way up to level 7. So this is a gradual ascent. You don't want to miss the rest. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.